Hello everyone, and welcome back to Unbound Learners Pre-K. Happy Friday! Let's stretch our arms out like airplane wings and get ready for our good morning song. We're going to fly our airplane to one side, fly our airplane to the other side, fly to the middle, and bring that airplane wing into a big circle out in front of you like this. Now can I see you take that circle up over your head and stretch from one side. Nice stretching, friends. Stretch to the other side. One last stretch up at the top, and we'll bring the circle back down. Will you sing with me? Good morning, dear Earth. Good morning, dear sun. Good morning, dear rocks and flowers, everyone. Good morning, dear beast and birds in the trees. Good morning to you and good morning to me. Good morning, friends. I hope that you all are having a wonderful morning so far. Before we get started with the calendar and weather chart, there are 3 things that we need to do. Let's turn on our listening ears. Next, we need to put on our thinking hats, like this. Today my thinking hat has some snaps underneath my chin, so I'm going to snap it up. And the third and final thing that we need to do is warm up our hearts. Can you show me how you warm up your heart? Like this. Boom, 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 boom. And now we are ready for circle time. Let's begin by going over the date. And when we say the date, we start off with the month. The month is right up here. Do you remember what this new month is called? May! The month is May, and today is May 7th. So I'm going to move the chip over from yesterday. Yesterday was May 6th. Today is May 7th, 2021, or 2021. Friends, can I see your counting fingers like this? And let's warm them up and give them a little stretch. We need to count the days that we've had so far in the month of May. So we're going to start off at the top with the number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have had 7 days so far in the month of May. Look at this, friends. We are all set to sing the next song because we have 7 fingers holding up for the 7 days of the week. Will you sing with me? There are 7 days, there are 7 days, there are 7 days in a week. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Let's travel down to the bottom of the chart. This says that yesterday was, here's your clue, Thursday. That's right. Yesterday was Thursday. So that means that today is Friday. Today is Friday, the last day of the weekday. And tomorrow will be Saturday, the first day of the weekend. But let's go back to today and let's sing Today is Friday together. Are you ready? Today is Friday, today is Friday, today is Friday, all day long. Today is Friday, today is Friday, today is Friday, all day long. I'm going to go up to the top of the chart. Right up here we have the season. Friends, this week we have been talking all about arthropods that we find during this season. Do you know what the season is? Spring! You're right. It's springtime where I live. And when we travel down to the bottom of the chart, that means that it's time to sing the weather song together. Are you ready? What's the weather? What's the weather? Can you tell? Can you tell? Is the sun shining? Is the rain falling? Can you tell? Can you tell? So my picture today is the same picture as it was yesterday. When I look outside, it still looks as though the sun is trying to come out from behind the clouds. It's still mostly cloudy, and it's another warm day where I live. That's why the temperature chart is on orange. What's the weather like where you live, friends? Look out your window and let me know what you see. Thanks for sharing with me. Now, let's move on to the letter of the week. So because today is Friday, it will be our last day talking about this letter. Can you tell me the sound that this letter makes? That's right, friends. And now let's make that sound together. Qua, qua. This is a lowercase q, and q says qua, qua. All right, let's see what's inside of the box today. So, this is something that you hear and there is no sound at all. It is also another word for silence. Let's open it up and listen. Do you hear that, friends? Don't make a sound. It's quiet. Quiet starts with the letter qua, q. Quiet. This is how you write a lowercase qua, q. One more time. And now we have one more day also learning about this double-digit number. Do you remember what number this is? 22. And when you write the number 22, you write the number 2 times, like this. 2, 2, the number 22. If you have something to write with, you can take that out right now. And you can write 22 tally marks with me, or you can just count. It's up to you. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 goes across. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 goes across. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 goes across. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 goes across. 21, and one more makes 22. 22 tally marks. And let's peek inside the box and see what we have to count today. Do you see what I have? Acorn tops. So let me grab all of the acorn tops. And let's make the 2 rows of 10 again. And then any extra acorn tops that we have will just go at the bottom. Are you ready to count with me? 1, 2, 3. Oh, that acorn top was hiding inside of another one. So that would be number 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So one more row of 10. We'll start the second row of 10 with 11, 12, 13. These 2 are attached. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So there's the second row of 10, 21, and one more makes 22. 22 acorn tops. Okay, friends, because today is Friday, it will also be the last day practicing how to say bug in sign language. And remember, sign language is a language that uses hand gestures and facial expressions to communicate instead of speaking out loud. Can you show me how to say bug in sign language? That's right, and let's do that together one more time. Take your 3 fingers, your thumb, your counting finger, and your middle finger. You're going to bring your thumb to your nose like this and move your other 2 fingers up and down. Bug. Let's jump right into our discussion for the day, because yesterday I left you hanging, just like a chrysalis. When we spoke last, we were talking about what happens to a chrysalis. But let's first go over the 4 stages in a butterfly's life. So this is the same diagram that I showed you yesterday. It represents the 4 stages of a butterfly's life. In the springtime, a female butterfly lays a bunch of eggs. And after a few days, the eggs will hatch into a caterpillar or a larva. And then, after eating a lot of plants and vegetation, the caterpillar will become a chrysalis. And a chrysalis will soon become a butterfly, usually between 10 and 14 days. And then the butterfly will lay eggs again, and the cycle will start all over again. So right before a caterpillar becomes a chrysalis, it molts or sheds its skin one last time. But this time, the new skin is the outer shell of the chrysalis. The chrysalis will then hang from something using silk to stay attached. Now, it may just seem as though the chrysalis is sleeping, but a lot is actually happening inside. The chrysalis is going through a final stage of metamorphosis, or change, as it grows wings and antennae. After 10 to 14 days, a butterfly will emerge from the chrysalis. But a butterfly's wings are small and wet at first, so they can't fly right away. A butterfly's wings are perfectly symmetrical, which means that the patterns on one wing are the same as the patterns on the other wing. They are mirror images of each other. Now, once a butterfly can fly, it will search for flowers to drink nectar, and soon the life cycle will start all over again. Let's move on to today's work. For today's work, you will need some paint, a paintbrush, and a piece of paper. And to start off, you're going to fold the piece of paper in half like this. So fold it right down the center. And when you open it up, you will have 2 sides of the paper, and this would be the center right here. So we are going to have this piece of paper represent the wings on a butterfly, and this center line right here would be the body of the butterfly. Now, earlier we talked about how butterflies have symmetrical wings. That means that they look the same on both sides when they face each other. So in order to make a symmetrical painting, we are going to start off by painting one side of the piece of paper. So you can pick a side that you would like to paint on. And I'm going to start off with red. Remember, friends, we are only painting one side of the piece of paper. And you can make your painting as detailed as you would like. You just want to make sure that it does not dry, because we have a second part that we need to do. So you can add as much color as you'd like. You can make it different colors. You can stick with one color. Next, I'm going to add some blue along the bottom right here. And again, just make sure that your paint doesn't dry. And once you've finished painting one side of it, you are going to fold the paper back in half. So fold it over, and you're going to smooth it out like this. So just rub your hand gently across the top of the paper. And then open it back up. Open the butterfly wings back up. And look at this, friends. We have a symmetrical painting. When both sides of these paper face each other, they are the same. They are symmetrical, just like a butterfly's wings. Let's get back to circle time. Welcome back to circle time, friends. Thanks for learning with me today. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. Give this video a big thumbs up and find me on OutSchool for my live and interactive classes. You can also support my channel by checking out my Patreon page and gain access to bonus features for your child. We have one last song to sing before we go. Can you wave goodbye like this? Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. I'll see you next time. Join me next week as we continue learning all about arthropods. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you on Monday.